Hi, you're with Scott. This is Ganji Kid. I'm Ganji Kid. Hi, I'm Ganji Kid. Hi, you're with Ganji Kid. You're with Ganji Kid. Hi. This is Battery Exhausted, my channel. Ganji Kid, my stream. Send trees. That's me. I invented that. It doesn't mean anything yet. It's just a hat. You know, I never know. It might go somewhere. And today we're in black, white, and yellow. Got my dog coat on. Just want to check you can hear me. Actually, going on. I want to check you can hear me. The headphones aren't even plugged into the. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to plug the headphones into the old telly monitor. There we go. All prepared already. Just jumping on stream today in the middle of the day. Just a quick one. Try and cram an hour of EarthBound in, and I'll tell you some stuff. I need to have the sound on the headphones. Hang on. See, it always looks okay when I'm doing this. But when I come to edit it, it's always out. Anywho. Let's get the old chat popped out, eh? Don't know why we bother. No, of course we bother with chat. We love chat. Say hello. Say hello in chat. Let's get that going. Am I a bit quiet, do you think? Just turn my mic up. Or it might just be my headphones are quiet. I've got no way of knowing. You let me know in chat. There's the dog. There we go. We're in yellow today. Let's get the old Super Nintendo. That's not plugged in. Super Nintendo. Plug that baby in. Let's get it hopping. There we go, we're in the hotel. I can't hear it though. There we go, we're in the hotel. Got all this business going on again with I can't hear it. Got all this business going on again with I can't hear it. Oosh! That's my foot. Oosh! Can you hear it in chat? Oosh! Can you hear it in chat? Audio input capture device, aggregate device. Should hear it, shouldn't it? Used to be able to hear it, didn't it? We've had this before, haven't we? Oh, I know. Hang on. It's this one. There we go. Okay, we've got the fuzzy music back. We're back in business, right? Now, there is an issue with playing EarthBound we've got to talk about quickly before we crack on. And that is that this stream needs to push on and push forward. And in order to do that, we need to gather followers and we need to have concurrent viewers. Like, we need to have a number of viewers on stream at the same time, like an average number. Them's me goals, them's me targets. That's what Twitch. That's what Twitch has set for us as hurdles to overcome. And that's cool. That's cool. We're gathering followers. Our Mental Health Mondays are providing value to people, so that's good. And the art history has taken a back seat over the last week and a half while I try and build up a routine. But art history is definitely something we want to keep doing, so that's going to gather momentum. And as we're talking about games as art, and I've got 15 interviews with game developers and people that publish games. I've got an interview with someone that used to work for Nintendo. I've got an interview with Raw Fury, who publish computer games. I've got an interview with the publisher of Goat Simulator. So I've got these things on my hard drive, and I've just got to edit them into a sort of more friendly format so we can watch them together on stream and talk about them in context. So that's going to happen. That's going to be brill. But until that does, and until we gather that momentum, at the moment I was just playing a bit of what's it called, EarthBound, as my practice run of playing a game on stream. I play Hearthstone, so I could be playing Hearthstone more regularly, but I find it difficult to put the same mental effort in with Hearthstone. So I shouldn't be watching how many viewers I've got because I've lost one, and it's made me feel bad. But this is the point. I'm not sure that EarthBound is going to maintain the interest of the wider public that watch streams in the same way as our other content. And at the moment, I'm devoting time to EarthBound because I feel committed to it. So I'm not saying I'm going to quit it. I'm not going to quit EarthBound. I'm definitely not going to do that. I've committed to it. I've started it. We're doing it together. It's fun. But I'm just going to have to try and reduce the hours of EarthBound so it doesn't affect the average viewership of the stream entire. And that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? It's a bit sad. But already that's how the mechanics of streaming is affecting the thing we stream. But in a good way, because the more popular, more interesting stuff will happen more often. But this is my time to practice at streaming, at getting the sound working, at getting it all going, at falling into a routine, maintaining that routine, starting up some SMMR, doing some SMMR, doing some of that. I don't even know if the chat's working. I'm going to pop it off and pop it out again because my chat has this weird thing where it doesn't work. No, it seems to be working okay. Connecting to chat. Yeah, no, it's working okay. So that's my little EarthBound chat. That's my little issue with it, is that I think it puts people off the stream in general. It doesn't help our discovery on stream. People aren't searching for EarthBound. And as I upload it to YouTube, it's not like, the new thing that's going to make my YouTube channel more interesting for people, is it? You know what I'm talking about. You get the gist of what I'm saying. But I like it, I enjoy it, and I still want to do it. So we're going to do this. Today, now, and we're going to do it again. And we're going to keep it on the schedule, but it's not going to become dominant. Is that a phone ringing? Hello, it's your dad. I've got a mobile in the 90s. You've been out there for a long time now. It may be none of my business, but don't you think it would be a good idea if you took a break? No, it doesn't make me happy, but I understand your point. Dad thinks that I've been playing this game for hours and hours and hours now because the way the super mini Nintendo saves it. But in reality, we have took a massive break. And what we're doing today, I'll tell you what we're doing today, is we are getting tough. I'm going to beat up those sharks. Yeah, the wild boys are hanging out in town, and I'm going to beat up those sharks. That's what I'm going to do. And in order to do that, we're going to beef ourselves up. We're going to get at least level, I don't know what level we're at now. Let's get Doge back. Let's get my Doge back up. My Doge. There you go. Whatever level we're at now is not enough, obviously. So we're on a mission. We're on a mission to get in a ruckus, to have a little ruckus. Chat to me on chat. Let's talk about things. What's going down? I've got all my health. Look, 60. I should have engaged a tougher enemy. Smash that one. I wonder why dog's tame. Let's see how our stats are shaping up. One of these buttons does not that one. Not that one. Status. We're at level 5. So I guess what we're lacking is a couple more levels, and we need to beef up those psychic points. We need to find a way of replenishing them. I forgot how to do that. Oh, that's another point. I haven't looked into how to do this game. I haven't searched for online for a walkthrough. So it's taking longer because I talked for ages and struggled through it. And that's another reason that we need to maybe play a more modern, more popular game that will engage a few more people if I'm going to be doing this sort of endless muddle walkthrough. So I don't know how to up my psychic points. I think it was either resting in a hotel or sleeping in a bed or something, eating something nice. I need to get a bat. I've got a cracked bat, but I reckon I need to get a better bat from the drugstore. They've got one on sale there. In the hotel, when I talk to my dad on the phone, he offers me money quite often, so I'm going to do that again just now, just to see if it... Talk to dad. It's your dad, see, $56. So I'm going to keep 128 in the bank. Alright. And what my stat? I've got $47. So I'm going to keep bashing things up and keep popping back to the hotel until I've butchered up enough money. That's not a dog you can fly. Until I've hoyed up enough money to improve my kit, and then these sharks are going down. These sharks are going down. I'm looking for a few more dogs and snakes. Slow progress though, yeah. There's a snakey. Let's have you. We don't have to do anything to snakey. They just give me the experience. They just hand it over. This is where we want to get to, that do not enter. We need to get through that, but we have to bash up the sharks first. I'm pretty confident. On that front. Is there another Doge around here? I've got my Doge on. Buy Dogecoin. Go out and buy Dogecoin. Take it to the moon. I know that Elon Musk tweeted about it and everyone made their money, and then they've sold out now and it's dropped down a bit, but go and buy it. I've managed to open up my Dogecoin wallet. I've got 10,000. But when it was at its heights, it had been 3 years since I opened the wallet, so it took like 6 months to resolve the whatever it does. Now it's working. I've got my Dogecoin. I can access them. So we might do a giveaway. We might do a Dogecoin giveaway. Because all I can access them for is to put them on a stock market online and trade them. I don't want to do that. I can't access them to put the money in my bank. That's not an option on your Dogecoin wallet. So what I'm going to be doing is holding on to them and hoping they increase in value, and maybe giving some away as part of stream. So just to see that idea, I'm just wearing the Doge today, and we're in yellow. And there's some other new things happening. These guys peck your eyes, but I'm still going for it. There's another thing happening on stream, which is I've got we've been green so far, haven't we? Green, but I've got another couple of colours. This is yellow. We don't have a yellow bulb. But this is yellow. I'm yellow. Some of my faces. The Doge is yellow. And we're gonna premiere another colour. I've got two more colours to premiere. But mainly we like green, you see. So green's our main colour. Hey, little doggy, look at the little bum. Green's our main colour. Bash 'em up. Bash 'em up. Hey there in chat, I hope you're having a good day. In the UK it is 5:36, which is midnight, wherever you are, or everywhere. That's a slam, isn't it? There we go, I won. But if you're not, I'm going to push this until we get a level, and then I'm going to save it and get more money off Dad. And then we're going to improve our bat. Slow progress, but progress all the same. Do you know what? I wonder if my chat settings don't allow you to chat on your first time in stream. I wonder if that's a thing that Twitch does, if it makes you must be a follower for a certain amount of time. Maybe I should change that. No, I can't do that now. I'm in the middle of playing. But if that's the case, I'm sorry that Twitch doesn't allow you to chat immediately. I'll look into the settings and I'll fix that so that new people can chat immediately. I'll make sure that's a thing. Little doggy. Let's have him, little doggy. And I can tell you about Fortnite. I was playing Fortnite yesterday. Not likely to play it on stream in a hurry. I'll talk about it though to you. A little bit of Fortnite chat. Why not, eh? I find it so stressful. It's not always stressful, but quite often I find it stressful. The only thing that managed to make the stress go away was saying to myself that I don't care at all about the result. That helped the stress to diminish. But there were a couple of times while we were playing, we got second a couple of times, and in each of those instances, we were up against people who could do good building. I'm playing squads with my sister and our friends, and we were up against these people who could do good building, and I'm not very good at building on Fortnite. I'm not very good at that at all, and so it became quite stressful running around these things, and the building's going up, and you're shooting your shotgun, and then you're hiding and running, and then they're behind you, and they're over there and up there and around there. Oi. You know, it's fun, but it made my heart rate increase. You know, as you get to that last number of, you know, you're down to the last two, and the circle's closing in. I just thought to myself, do I really require that of a gaming experience? Level of stress. I used to get stressed when I was playing Hearthstone at high level, aiming for legend, but that was back before the ladder. You know, the new ladder doesn't let you drop down as much, but it used to be quite stressful in Hearthstone. But again, now I don't mind as much, because once you've hit legends, you don't mind as much, do you? So this game here is far less stressful, isn't it? Wandering around, doing my little thing. Oh, there's the sharks. I'm going to kite this one and take him, and I think I will be able to take him on his own, though, if he doesn't call his mates over. Still haven't improved my weapons, but this might be he's doing damage. We're going to continue. If we take any more damage, we're going to try and heal. Okay, we might heal now. We haven't got very good healing options, have we? The cookie, that's helped though, and now we can bash from 30, because 30 is safer. 14, we can take one more of them. That 17 might win it? Yeah, there we go. We're starting to slip into a groove as well, aren't we? There we go, look, we've upped to level. That's important, that's what we're trying to do here, that's our aim, up these levels. So now to the hotel, which I can't remember where it is. Oh, just over there. And at the hotel, we will talk to Dad, save it, for another $49, 177. We'll record, and we'll continue. We're not going to take the money out of the bank yet, because I think there's an ATM. I'm saying ATM because it says ATM in the game, but I don't know what an ATM is. I don't know what ATM stands for in that context. Automated transaction machine, automated telling machine. In England we don't call them tellers, so we call them cash machines, those things. Or a hole in the wall was an original take on it, wasn't it? A hole in the wall. When they used to put them in holes in walls. Everyone's dancing, man. Everyone's dancing to their own little tune, aren't they? Yeah. Hi. I'm looking to buy a cold remedy. No. No. I thought you had like weapons. Oh, here we are. Look, T-ball bat. That's only $48. We can afford that now. The cheap bracelet. I was recommended a cheap bracelet. I don't know why I would want a cheap bracelet, but apparently, you know, it's expensive and it might be good. So we're gonna. No thanks. I will, but I've got to just get the money out of the old automatic transaction machine. Automatic teller. There's my answer. Teller machine. I'd like to withdraw some money. I might as well have it all. What a strange concept in a video game of this era. 92, I think it is, Super Nintendo, having a cash machine. Video games became a cash machine for developers of certain genres in the future. But back here in the past, I'll have the money. There we go. Now, let's buy a cracked bat. We've already got. Sorry, let's buy a T-ball bat. Let's buy the better bat. Yeah, we'll equip it. Oh, it's put my offense up. I could buy a cracked bat. Well, you might as well, because I'm not going to use that. Unless I don't know. Maybe am I going to get a team of people, and maybe they will need equipping. Yeah, we can buy more stuff, can't we? We've got $185. So let's buy. We already gained a cap. It was a special cap off one of the lads in. I'm going to stick with my own cap. I don't know what the yo-yo does. But we'll buy the cheap bracelet. Yeah, why not? Oh, it increases my defense. There we go. No. Thanks. What did you have? Cold remedy. I don't know if that's useful, but I'm going to buy it. Yeah. I don't have a cold. I mean, I don't know if that puts up my side points. I'd like to have side points. The other problem is that we are vegan. And the burger shop, we're going to have to just pretend these are not hamburgers, because the only way of replenishing your health to an adequate level is with meat patty, flesh patty, flesh patty, coffee, fries, hamburger. It is a hamburger as well, isn't it? Now this is an issue to me. I want to try. Look, this is me. I've started a YouTube channel called that. There's nothing on it, nothing, because I don't know what to do with it. I just thought it was cool, so I put it on a hat. And I like the concept. Sentry is good. It's gonna good. Do you like that? Do you like my new hat? Sentries. This is so I'm vegan, so I don't want to be buying a hamburger in a game, and I do have the option of a bag of fries, and I think it just sets a better example. So I'm just going to take some fries. Please may I have a bag of fries? Could I order them in groups of 5? Or do I have to do it this way? Is this going to get us killed, do you reckon? I'm not going to do any more ordering. I'm just going to take the fries. Let's just have a look at our stats. We've only 17 HP. I wonder how we can heal up to full. I've forgotten. Someone did tell me once, but I've completely forgotten. The hospital might be able to help, but there's all those bad dudes around the hospital, around that area. So I might get in a fight before we can discover the joys of medical treatment. Here we are. Here's hospital. Oh, get in a fight with the dog. I can bash the dog though, can't I? 17 I've got. 38, that's one hit now. OTK. That's the power of the bat. And the bracelet. And the hat. This fella, he told me to go over there, and I went over there, and there was someone playing a trumpet. I haven't been in the hospital before. It's got its own music. Should we listen to his music a little bit louder? reggae. Fuzzy reggae. Diddly 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 done. Fuzzy reggae. Fuzzy reggae. Did you hurt yourself? End up in the hospital. Whoa, whoa. That's an olive on the cup. It's not. Looks weird, doesn't it? Oh, it's a coffee bean. It's a coffee bean. Why would they put olives on cups and write coffee and espresso and all that on it? Just because it's a coffee bean. What am I talking about? I like this reggae. If only did Super Nintendo didn't have that crackly sound going on. I think it's because of all the wires I've got going on. So we're just going to turn it down. I'm just going to turn it down. And it won't be so intrusive. Oi. One day, one of these days, I'm saving up the money. I'm saving it up to get a PC. I'm using a Mac. It's a tower. Like, it's an old Mac. It's quite powerful. It's good for editing. And that's what I got it for a number of years ago. I didn't ever imagine we'd be streaming with it, and nor did its sound capabilities. But one of these days, we're going to upgrade to a powerful gaming PC. And that's an objective part of the stream. And when we do that, we're going to upgrade the game that we play as well. And we're going to move into New World at some point. I'm looking forward to entertaining the idea, to being part of Amazon's MMO, New World. That's coming out in August, I think. So we've got a bit of time to prepare ourselves. You may not believe it, I'm a healer. If you've got an illness that can't be treated at the hospital, it's my job to cure you. It's interesting that you're not... I'm just going to say no now, come back when necessary. But what if you're not connected to the hospital, why are you hanging out here? Hello, and you are, say, have you ever suffered from some kind of sickness or condition you can get cured at a hospital? For example, being diamondized, where your head gets as hard as a diamond, or mushroomed, where you've got a mushroom on your head. If you're ever stuck with these kind of conditions, we, the Magic Healing Shrine, are here to ease your pain. We're ready and waiting in the lobby of hospitals. If I run out, a health service, they're not going to have this going on, are they? What are you doing here? Do you need to see a doctor? No, we're from the Magic Healing Shrine, and we're just going to hang out in your lobby, in your foyer. We're going to hang out in, because I'm British, I have to use the words that I feel more comfortable with, in the foyer of the hospital. We're going to hang out in the foyer of the hospital, and you can see why this is a conflict of interest, can't you? The person next to me is the great teacher of magic healing. You're going to have to move on. And also, the teacher's just chilled. He's just sat there. He's just chilled. He's got his funny hair going on, hasn't he? He's got his hair at the sides and the shiny on top there. He's got his little Asmongold going on, hasn't he? Ooh. I'm not teasing Asmongold about his hair. And then she can't sit down, she can't sit still, she's got something. So she's happy about it though, isn't she? She's happy about it. This is the most pleasant face we've seen so far, the nurse or the receptionist at the hospital. Yeah, she's the most attractive sprite I've seen so far. I'm not busy right now. Should I explain about the hospital system? Yeah, go on. There's a lot of exposition in this early level of EarthBound. There's a lot of exposition, isn't there? There's a lot of talking to people and them telling you stuff that's important and how things work and what's happening. Yeah. You come to the hospital if your friends are unconscious, and if you've got the money for the doctor, you'll be able to see your friend completely recovered. In the UK, you can use the health service free of charge. National Health Service, free at the point of access. I can't remember the exact terminology, but yeah, it basically means you can go to the hospital with whatever's wrong with you, and they will treat you for free. They won't ask you for a bill. They won't ask you any, there's no, did you do this to yourself? There's no judgment. They just take the thing that's wrong with you and go from there and just treat you for free. Paid for by our taxes. Underfunded by our government, who utilise far... I'm not going to go into that. Underfunded by our government, but a good system. Anyway, look. if you're unconscious, you don't feel so well, you come talk to the doctor. Everything I told you applies to hospitals everywhere. Cool. Can I just go and wander around the hospital? Not these days, you can't. I can examine each one of you for $20. No thanks. I mean, I might want treatment, but I don't want to pay $20. Is that the same nurse? I heard around here our doctor's number one. I'd like my psychic points maxed out, so I might end up talking to the doctor. But maybe these fellas are the people to talk to about psychic points with their magic healing. Hello. Came to visit my friend at this hospital. Somehow I slipped and fell in the hallway. Now I'm staying at the hospital too. This could be the basis of a great tragic tearjerker. Or maybe not. It's ironic, isn't it? Is it ironic? I don't know. I'm not going to look into the exact meaning of the word irony right now, but welcome to the hospital. I run the place. No, you're a patient. Okay. What? I mean, just a weird room. It's nice they filled it out, but what am I doing in here? I was smashed by a mouse. What? You're here to visit my daughter? So you're the one who made... Sorry, what? You're the one who calls her in the middle of the night and talks for hours. That's romantic, isn't it? But no, that's not me. Oh, it's not you. Good. Why did I come to this room? I was just wandering around the hospital. Just wandering around. I'm talking to the door because I'm trying to walk out of it. And I want to check this. Because I just want to check everything. This is me as well. This is how I play a game. You might be like this. You might not. You might just cruise through and ignore things. But I like to unturn. I like to turn over every stone, and I like to look in every corner. I hope that the designers of the game leave things for me, and that they create a game that rewards that sort of play. I feel as, in terms of art, games as art, the artist labours for so long over this thing, and they know all the ins and outs and all the nooks and crannies, and it's hard for them to see it as a first-time user would experience it. It's hard to know how hidden and how obvious things are, but I think a lot of the time an artist likes to leave some sort of signature, personality, stamp, impression, something. They call it Easter eggs sometimes, something for you to find. It doesn't have to be an Easter egg though, it can be in other forms, but I think a good game designer, a good artist maybe I'm using the wrong terminology there, good's a bit, we'll ask Philosophy Tube, what's his name? Perspective Philosophy, about whether we should be using the word good or not, but an interesting artist to me, or maybe it's wrong, again it's wrong. There are good artists that do things in different ways. There are different styles of art. So a style of art that I enjoy has that conversational, two-way, cheeky, knowing tone sometimes. And there are things for you to find in it if you are in the know and if you see the things. Computer games can be really... This is one of those games as well, because they've got all these little signs and all these little places and these little jokes. With a special discount for those who passed on in this hospital, what would you like written on your tombstone? On it, hospital surgery. You see, there's a joke. You see, there you go, exactly that. Special discount. You can get your gravestone done. So are we going to talk to the doctor? We'll talk to the doctor and see what it's like if we pay him the money. You don't think there's anything wrong with me? So he's not going to take my money, but I've only got 17 hit points, health points. You may not believe it. Yeah, I don't believe it, but I just want you to restore feeling, purify. I want you to restore my psychic points. I haven't got $60. Restore feeling, like restore feeling in my leg. Okay, so that's the hospital. It's been a total blowout. I'm gonna have to eat some chips. That's what this comes to. We're gonna have to eat some chips in America. Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? Are you in chat? Are you gonna chat? You might not be out loud. How'd you change these settings? I bet it's one of these settings on the thing, community. roles activity followers list. You got all these buttons on Twitch. Settings, there's a button. Stream settings. I want chat settings. Raid drops. Clips. I don't know, man. I don't know. Apologies, I'm just going to have to go back to the old stream manager page. Popped out the chat again there. Okay. The sun's going down outside and it's going to change the quality of the yellow on stream. You're going to get more of this Doge. Doge. How do you pronounce Doge? Tell me in chat. Doggy. Doge. Just going to stand up and show you. There you go. Look at that. That's nice, isn't it? That's nice. That's a nice jacket. That's nice. Ooh. Right then. Let's eat some chips. In America, you probably call these fries. They're calling them fries on the game. But I call them chips. Chipped potatoes. In America, you call chips. Chips. What you call chips, for me, they're crisps. Crisp and crunchy. And crisps. And in America, you don't have crisps at all. You just have chips, don't you? And then you have French fries. We have French fries in England, though. We have French fries are a variety of chip. They're a variety of chipped potato. They're like thin and very crispy fries. And if you want thicker French fries, in England we would just call them chips. So we've got two kinds of French fry. The chip, the thicker chip. You can also get thick cut chips, which are even thicker. And then you're moving into potato wedges from there. But before you get to the potato wedge, thick cut chip, the chip, and the French fry. The French fry itself is a thinner version of what we would call a chip. You see? And so, in America, you've only got one kind of French fry, the French fry. When you start to push wider and fatter, I don't know what you call them. I don't know, you just still call them French fries, I imagine. And then eventually you get to the potato wedge. Where's the spectrum? Where's the nuance in the spectrum? That's why we have the word crisps in England. That's why we need the word crisps, so that we can have a separate word for the bagged crunchy snack food. And thing that comes from the potato being cut and served in a restaurant. That's the beauty of language. But in this game we're French fries. Well, they were rubbish, weren't they? 20 HP. 20 HP. French fries, 20 HP. The pizza place is closed. I don't know how to recover my psychic energy. I've got no clue about that. I'm just going to, since we're here, I'm going to save it again. I love the hotel, man. It's the best. I'm going to have to get a copy of this music and I'm going to have to perform a rap on it at some point. You know, remix it. Maybe someone will tell me how to... $3, that's rubbish. Maybe someone will tell me how to thing the old psychic points up. I think if we had a load of hamburgers... Oh, I don't want to go in this little room. Get me out of this little room. Why have you got a little room like that in your hotel? Let's get... If we can up my psychic points and be churning around a few hamburgers, I think we can do the sharks. I think we can do the sharks. wonder if there's another hideout down here somewhere. Because there was one up the north, wasn't there? Nope, no success. We're getting into sharks territory now, though. There's that weird dude. It's just me, just trolling around, just avoiding conflict. They wouldn't heal me at the hospital. They wouldn't heal me. I'm gonna have to buy a hamburger, aren't I? I'm just gonna have to accept that in some video games you can't be entirely vegan. It's the hotel. That's not even the hamburger shop. Let's get out of here. What do you want from me, game? What do you want from me? You want me to eat meat? You want me to bash up animals and eat animal flesh? Burger shop. It's a shop, isn't it? A shop. Like in England. Like in good old Great Britain. It's a shop, governor. Just like in good old Great Britain. Who are you talking to? I'm at the cash register, mate. Nice. And I'm just saying nice in my normal accent. I wasn't even trying to go like nice. Like, no, I don't know what that means. Nice. Nice. Talk to. Can I take your order, Smile Smile? Can I please have a veggie burger? Veggie burger, she says. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'd like another veggie burger, please. Veggie. Thank you. Thank you. No, no. Oh, I'll have the fruit juice, then go on. What? What, too much stuff? That's a problem. We're on a mission now, though. We're just going to tank down a... How'd you do this? How'd you do this? Goods. Okay, that's my maximum limit on my... Chuff chuff, yum yum. Maxed out. No psychic points. Don't even need them. Gonna buy a can of fruit juice. Fruit juice. Thank you. No, I'm alright. I'm fine. Fine. No, no, don't you worry about me. No. No, I'm fine. Don't worry about... No, it's alright. Fine. Look, I've gone. I've gone. No, it's fine. I'll go. I've gone. I've gone. Right then. This town's got a problem. And this problem is this gang of ass. I was going to say something rude then. This gang of bad people. This gang of bad people. I'm trying not to say the rude words on the old tweet. Just don't think it's, you know... We'll look at that. We'll look at that in another video probably later. Maybe later today. I've made some videos in the past that have got bad words. Cutting you out. Come on. Let's have it. Dragged you around the back of the thing and you thought I was running, but I wasn't. Always element of surprise. Element of surprise. You thought I was running, but I wasn't. I was just luring you out. Just baited. You got baited. I could smash in the 26s. You 9? You fell down. He fell down. At this point, I would stop. I wouldn't hit someone who was down. I think that would be ungentlemanly. Oh, I can't carry... I thought I could carry more stuff because I ate a hamburger, but obviously I bought a juice. Do you want to throw something away? Yeah, let's throw a cookie away because they're not as good as hamburgers, which in our world are veggie burgers. Bye-bye cookie. Yeah. I mean, I could eat it, but it won't let me choose to do that, so I'm just going to throw it away. Just chuffed it off. Let's eat something. We'll just go with cookie. And let's take another one of these dudes. I don't know if kiting them is the best idea because they might respawn when I come back on screen. You see? But, fell down. Makes me feel bad attacking someone when they're down. It's not cool. It's not cool. It happened to me once. That I had. I'm not going to tell the full story. I'm just going to say that it happened to me once that I was having a play fight with someone who instigated the play fighting, and I didn't want to have the play fight. I was relatively chilled at a party. It was like a barbecue party. I didn't want to be messing around, and it got a little bit out of hand. So I had to take control of the situation and flip this person on the floor. I pulled their legs out from under them. They fell on the floor, and I was over them like that. And I was just like, look, Okay, that's it. I'm not going to hit you. But we all know who won, didn't we? We all know who won that. Yeah, I left it at that. I was like, all right, fair enough. And then there was more. There was more play for, oh, we couldn't, it's still a problem. So then I pulled his shorts down. In front of everyone, just pulled his shorts down like that. Didn't expect that, did he? And then he went mad. He's so angry. And I was like, look, I don't want to fight. I'm not fighting. But every time we have these things, like, I seem to make you even more mad, don't I? And you start it, and then I end up finishing it and making you mad. So I said, look, let's just shake hands, and let's just call it a day. Let's just leave it at that. And as we shook hands, the person pulled me over and jumped on top. I was on the floor because they pulled me over, and then they got on top of me, and then like pushing me in the head and being rude. And I thought, that's low, isn't it? That's low. In a fair fight, I win every time, and then I offer you my hand in friendship, and you use that as an opportunity to win. But actually, you don't win anything because I lost all respect. All respect. When you shake someone by the hand, as a gentleman, as a man, as a person, as a human being, when you shake someone by the hand, that should mean something. You're only as good as your word, aren't you? You're only as good as your word and your actions. So I don't feel I lost the fight there. I don't feel I feel I won. Even the moral victory. Do you want to start a fight or what? Oh well, obviously, it's skate punk, right? I don't like skate punk because they call other people in. So I want to get this one done. Oh, they're doing damage, but not lots of damage now. That bracelet's really helping me out. 6 is fine. 27. And a winner. Didn't drop me any hamburgers though, did he? I'm going to have to take these one. I want one at a time, but they... I don't like this. Who do we attack first? 47 HP as well. He's laughing, so... Oh, we missed! That's terrible. This could be the end of us. We might have to eat a hamburger. 31 damage, that's good. We've got one of them out of the way and we're only on 32. We can deal with 32. 10. 10's a lot. We're going to have to let it ride. We're doing well. We're improving, aren't we? We've improved. Yellow is working for us. The yellow. But we're going to... yellow is not working for me. You can't... My face is all yellow, isn't it? It's not ideal. It's not working for me. So we're going to up our game next stream. Later tonight, maybe. Or whenever I choose. We're getting that XP. Okay, let's eat. No one dropped me a hamburger, though. Goods. How many hamburgers? I've got 3 of them. Veggie burgers, so yeah, we'll go for that. Veggie burger. Still no psychic points, but veggie burger. We know in the back room here there's trouble waiting for us. This guy's got a knife. Are you ready? Do you think we're doing? We've got to have to try, haven't we? We've cruised through them now. We can't go back and save at the hotel because when we come back they all turn up again, so we've got to have a go for it. You're Frank. I would say my name, but you attack me. 59. We're just bashing away, aren't we? He come out swinging. We miss. That's weak. Our guts went down. We're doing less damage now. Getting hit. We've done 20. That's good. 20's good. A knife, 21. I don't like that. Now we're in range of being killed, so we are going to have to eat. This could be our undoing if we end up... Oh, the knife! That feels a little unfair to me. Felt like we were you know, we knew what was going to happen. If he didn't do the knife, if he did one of the other attacks, we'd have been all right. If we didn't miss that first attack, we might have been all right. Feels a little bit like gambling, this game does. Which is a shame, because I don't like gambling. Not into gambling at all, other than playing Hearthstone. Oh, we're back here. I don't know if we lose all that good stuff. Let's check our goods. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we've status level 6, XP 312, 137 for next level. I don't know if we've lost all our progress when we die, or if it saves the progress and dumps you back at the hotel. I don't know. But the only thing to do is to run that again, isn't it? That's the only thing we can do. We can either... What screwed us up last time was not eating the hamburger quick enough, wasn't it? That was all. So it won't change the outcome if we go and do other stuff, unless we up our stats anymore. But we can up our stats by fighting these fellas, can't we? Pogie punks, who used to be a worry to us, but now we feel confident. Now we feel confident smashing them. Didn't even hurt me. Tamed him. I'm just going straight for Frank, mate. I'm coming straight for Frank, mate. This is me all over. This is you all over as well. This is all of us. This is what happens in computer games when you get beat. You don't put it down and just, you know, you're coming back, aren't you? You're having another crack. Having another go. Trying again. We talked about that in Mental Health Monday. On Monday, didn't we? Having another go, having another try. Come on, Frank. I ain't giving up. You're having it, Frank. Why do I have to talk to him? Can't I just wail on him? I thought I caught him from behind there. Come on, can't you at least say your name? Ganji Kid. Every time. Send trees. Ganji Kid. Bash Frank. A knife. Straight in with the knife. That's the worst one. Evens on the attacks there. And then again, the knife. So now we have to do hamburger. It's making it more clear for us, isn't it, this time? It's making it more clear. Hamburger. Oh, this is edgy. I don't like this. I want to be higher. I'm going to bash, but no, I'm going to eat a hamburger again. He's done so many knives. I want to be higher up on health, because I'm expecting to get... See? Knifed again. Knifed. Max now. Max. So we can't eat hamburgers. We might as well bash. 10 isn't terrible. We miss. We miss. Frank knifes us several times. We can choff down a veggie burger and then miss. And we're swinging a bat. Yeah, we're swinging a bat. If I was swinging a bat, it's not... How do you miss? You know? How do you miss? We're in a garden. There's a fence. Frank can't escape. He can't dodge too far out of the way. I swing that bat. The bat's so long, isn't it? It's so long. A little bit of extension on my shoulders as I go. Frank, his only option is to duck or jump, but even then I can just take 2 steps forward and swing it. Oh, I suppose that's what's happening, isn't it? I missed the first one. I don't know. I don't feel this is fair. A knife. There you go. 25. The maximum you can possibly do, I imagine. Now I'm forced to eat another hamburger, and if you can do 26, the knife again. The knife again. Do you see? It just wants to stitch us up, doesn't it? We're close to max, and we've got no more hamburgers. Frank's. Oh, we've done it. Ganji Kid rides. The new hat. It's the new hat. I'm just going to celebrate that by showing you the hat in its original colour. No? Is that better? There you go. You can see it there, can't you? Look at that hat. Look at that hat. Do you like my hat? Do you like my hat? Do you want to try it on? If you want to try it on, you've got to come in. You've got to get in the car. We got 2 hats in the car. They're right there in the back. They're really in the boot. They're in the boot. There you can. Yeah, in you go. In. There's the hat. 50 XP. 50. Fail-proof Frank can't be beaten. Puff, puff, puff. And this is Frankenstein Mark II. What, sorry? Now, I was of the opinion that I was about to win, and this machine thing, this robot, was going to be involved in my reward in some way. The fact that I now have to fight it, unprepared. I hope this doesn't do me. I'll be disappointed if this does me now. I'm not going to heal up, am I? What goods have I got? I've got fries and fruit juice. So healing up at 55 isn't really an option. We're just going to have to continue to bash. Burst of steam. Oh, that's okay. Okay, we can deal with that. A burst of steam did nothing. Oh, it threw a punch. 16. Okay. 16. We need to watch out. Steam is no good. It does nothing. We smash. 54. We destroyed it. We're cruising. We're cruising. And Frankenstein was cruising for a bruising. Our level's now 7. Level 7. We're more offensive, we're more defensive, we've got more guts, we're more vital. We're smarter. And luckier. Probably better looking as well. Our maximum HP went up, which is going to be important because we're going to have to fight stronger and stronger enemies, I imagine. Our PP went up. We don't know how to replenish it, but it went up. This is my first defeat. Fail-proof Frank is now just failure Frank. Well, don't worry, Frank. We talked about this on Mental Health Monday. If at first you don't succeed, try again. We talked about the self-fulfilling prophecy, and maybe calling yourself fail-proof Frank was part of the mystique that allowed you to drive yourself into this position of strength, and maybe calling yourself failure Frank might have a similar sort of effect, but maybe in the wrong direction. Frank, I don't want you to be so hard on yourself. I know you've been asking around, so I'll tell you about Giant Step. It seems to be quite a powerful spot, some kind of special power stored there that allows certain people to perform wondrous feats. However, a monster sucked up all the energy at that spot. It's difficult to get to Giant Step. That's all I know. I suggest you collect more information on your own. The entrance leading to Giant Step is behind... Yeah, I thought it was. The mayor's got the key. I've become stronger. You've become stronger than I. That's incorrect grammar. Even American, English, whatever, incorrect grammar. You take out the other person in the sentence. If you're not sure about whether to use me or I, you take out the other person. You say the sentence. So, Ganji... It doesn't even need to... Stronger than me. Stronger than I. Stronger than me. It should be me. It should be me. You don't need to take out the other person. You can just tell that, can't you? But if it was... my sister and I went to town. I went to town. My sister and I went to town. You take out the other person. I went to town. Still sounds good. My sister and me went to town. Me went to town. Doesn't sound right, does it? You take out the other person. It fixes it. Yeah. Anyway, look. This is just the beginning. Fair play. I get that. This was training town. Yeah? I thought you were going to attack me then, but no. You guys, you know, the sharks now. Yeah, what? They know I'm bad. Now I can go upstairs. Rambo? I don't think so. Do you want some gum? Gobby? I like drinking tea and eating fresh vegetables. Hey! Here's our first friend. That doesn't fit my super cool image. No, it does. That's cool. Eating vegetables is cool, and drinking tea is cool. Why is it not cool? Well, the other end of the spectrum, eating rubbish is good. Like, is cool. I don't see... There's no, it's not a fashion thing. It's not cool or not. Like, everyone's always ate vegetables. I guess I just have to accept this about myself. If you're human, then you eat vegetables because it's probably one of the main things that humans can eat. That's good for them. It's food. It's normal. It's not fashion. I'm looking for the mayor. Let's go and see the mayor. And oosh, every time. I don't like this. And along, the bakery. I wonder if the bakery. Have I been in there before? I bet I have. I just can't remember. But they've got nice cakes, haven't they? I like cakes. Cake. Oh, the bakery. Cookies, bread rolls. Oh, I remember the lucky sandwich, yeah. No, then I only got $1 and I wanted a cake, but you don't have them in your bakery. But what I want to do is I want to save game and then we can... Next step is giant step. What I'm doing now is I am talking to Dad. Let's pick up the receiver. Hey Dad. Ganji. $185. Earlier in the game, we talked to Porky and his mom, Pinky and Perky, and his dad, the wife beating, child abusing. we talked to the Porky family, and his dad said that my dad had borrowed $100,000 off them, and that it left them bankrupt and poor. And my dad, who I've never met in this game, is just chuffing money into my bank account. In the 90s, that would have been enough to buy you a PlayStation. Oh, I bet the PS5 now, I bet the PlayStation's not $200, is it? But it's more than that now. But that was a lot of money. I mean, to me, that's a lot of money. It looks like a lot of money going into my bank account there. Even at today's rates, $200. You know, that's a fair whack, isn't it? I picked up my mouse by mistake, wrong controller. My dad's generous, and he's taken that money from the family next door, apparently. So I don't know what's going down. He's up to something dodge. But he keeps pumping that money into my bank. I'm going to record. All done. Created a record. Thanks. I suppose that's where we'll leave EarthBound for a little bit, isn't it? That's where we'll leave EarthBound. I'll talk to you for a little bit longer. You know, I'm not just going to bin this off immediately. I'll talk to you for a little bit longer, but that's where we're going to leave EarthBound for a little bit. Next step, giant step. And hopefully I can try and... See, this has been an hour. And if we can do them in little hour segments, then we're good. We might be able to... You know, we might have 30 hours of it or 60 hours of it to go. But if I make the whole stream an EarthBound stream, then it's going to cut the hamstrings of the potential growth. We need those three average viewers. Doesn't sound like a lot, does it? But 3 average over the entire time. 3 average. We need that. And we need 50 followers. That's step 1. To the moon. To the moon. And once you've completed EarthBound, look at the dog. Look at the dog. Once we've completed EarthBound, we'll be in a point where we'll be running a routine on stream. We'll be in much more of a routine with our uploading. We will have maybe got up to the point of getting a better computer. So then we'll be able to run all the games, all the different games, whatever they are. We'll be able to do the Zoom calls, the interviews, the chats. Hopefully at that point as well, the world will start to open up and I'll be allowed to have people visit the house. Join us physically in this room. Yeah. You know, we're looking forward, aren't we, to stepping forward together. That's what we're doing. It doesn't fit so well over my headphones. That's better, isn't it? The Ganji Kid. So thank you very much for being here today. If I feel like it, I might pop on again later. This has been a bit of a difficult week for me. Yeah, a bit of a difficult week in a way. We've got Mental Health Monday, haven't we? We're going to look to try and... What are we on? Thursday. So we didn't do any art history again this week, Thursday. And tomorrow... what's happening tomorrow? Yeah, I think we can get on stream tomorrow. We maybe art history tomorrow. You'll have to let me know. You'll have to let me know what you want, won't you? If there's any particular games or any particular things or any whatever, other than ASMR, and again, I'll reiterate, without being able to plug my lovely microphones into the computer, that's not happening on this until we get the gaming PC. But I can record it over there in that space now. I can set up and start recording, so that I've got some ideas that's going to be happening. But yeah, tell me what you want, tell me what's going down, and maybe you can't chat. I'm thinking maybe you can't chat. Maybe I've got a setting here in some way that it's like you have to follow me for 2 weeks before you can post a thing or clip a thing. Is that a thing? Is that a thing that happens? It might be. And if it is, I'm going to fix that. I'm going to Google it up later and fix that. 'Cause you should be able to just come here and start chatting, shouldn't you? You should be able to just come here and just wallop it straight in. Chatting. Yeah. And you'll need to, if otherwise I won't be able to interact with you. So that will be necessary, won't it? It will be necessary. What was the thing I was going to do? Let's grab the headphones again. Let me just check your sound. 1, 2. 1, 2. Let me just check your sound. 1, 2. 1, 2. Just check. Problematic, isn't it? 1, 2. Just check. Problematic, isn't it? 1, 2. Oh, I don't know if all these options, and nothing works properly on the Mac, does it? I wonder if I can get this browsing going on. Let's have the web browser. Let's have your web browser. There we are. There we go. There we go. Now. These are my old videos. This is my old channel. And I just want to see if you can hear YouTube playing if I put on a video. Let's put on this one. Can you hear that? The problem is if I put on desktop audio, you can hear everything, which includes me talking. I'll mute that. You got that now? You got everything? This is a video of Method Man, Red Man, MOP, live in Oxford. Oxford, can you believe that? Oxford. What are they doing in Oxford? Street life, man. What a tune. And I just was experimenting with the slow motion on the phone. I knew I wasn't going to be able to film them live and, you know, bootleg it all up on YouTube. But I just wanted to capture something of how I felt. And I think the slow motion did it justice. It's good, this is. It really reminds me of what it was like to be in that small... Like what were they doing? It's 2014 as well. It wasn't even like they were famous at this point, like hugely famous. And I've always loved Redman, always loved Method Man and their work. And then they came to Oxford. They were on a tour. And Oxford's like tiny. It's a little little tiny place. And so they weren't like up on some big stage. As you'll see from these images, they basically stood in the audience, look. And so I got as close to these iconic and celebrated figures as I could ever expect. And then all these hands and this feeling, this is what it was like. You know, this is what it felt like to me to be there. So I wasn't trying to capture, you know, a great bootleg of Method Man. I was just trying to capture the feeling of being there. And I think it's nice that the shadows and the hands are in focus and the Method Man and the other people are not, because they're like, you know, they're like not quite real, are they? They're like not quite, you know, they're almost like supernatural and yeah, magic. This was a good night. I had a really good time. I saw Method Man, Redman, and MOP live. Yeah, that was a good night. You don't get to do that at the moment, do you? I miss that. There are some things I don't miss as much, and some things that I miss more about this COVID situation, but I'm not looking forward to being in a room with loads of people gobbing and spitting. But yeah, that was Method Man and Redman. And also what was important about that was that it was one of my earliest videos on this channel 6 years ago. I wasn't even a media producer back then, I don't think. Maybe I was experimenting with stuff back then. Yeah, my very first video is this. And again, this was for me. This wasn't for the audience. This isn't so that everyone can watch it and get 1 million views. I was just really interested in the way the bokeh and the focus on the camera made things look. And I wanted to play with that. This was the start of, you know, that the video I did, Repair, Recovery, ASMR. That's where it started. That was the start of the idea. And this hunting for focus made me think of robotics, artificial intelligence and things like that. Made me think of that sort of thing. It just sowed the seed of an idea that I could play with and create from, a palette that I could create from. So I put it up there. It's a sound sketch as well. You get to hear this. The hunting of the camera. It's weird, isn't it? That squeaky wheels of the camera. Yeah, so that's my first video on this battery exhausted channel. Got another one as well. Probably don't want to watch that, do you? Probably don't want to watch it. This is my old dog Navin. Reviewing my old content now, just on a random, just because I felt like it. Just because I felt like it. Navin, I just said, poor boy, he's dead now. This dog we got from the rescue, and he had a difficult life. He used to bite me. I knew he was difficult. He'd had a difficult life, so his reactivity, his reaction, it was never too bad. He'd bite, he'd hold on, and it'd hurt, like how he'd break the skin. It was bad, but then he'd let go, and then he'd run and hide. I never felt that he was trying to attack me. He never really managed to hurt anyone. not anyone other than me. He did hurt me quite badly a couple of times. Once he basically bit my toe off and I had to go and have it sewn back on in hospital. And his last actions in life, he did bite me quite badly. He was an old man by that point, and there was obviously something hurting him, and he bit me quite badly. And it was like a signal to me that, I mean, I had to have him put down. But I didn't get him put down the first time he bit me. I lived with him for 20 years and kept him away from dangerous situations where other people might be in danger, and walked him out in the woods on his own. And yeah, he had a really good life. And then at the very end, he didn't have the vocabulary to explain that things were how he felt as a dog, poorly, old and sick. And he bit me really badly, and I had to go to hospital again and have stitches and stuff. And for the safety of the people around me that I loved, and knowing that this was his cry for help at the end of his life, I had to have him put down. And I had to go with him and, sit with him and go through that. And that was tough. That was really tough. That happened a few years ago. I've got this video of him sneezing. Again, I'm playing with the slow-mo on the camera. Look at his face. There he is. See, he's not biting me there. He's not just going to attack you. He's my doggy. But sometimes he didn't like feet. He didn't like boots. He did not like boots. He didn't like being grabbed in the wrong way. He trusted me, obviously, but there were times where you got bit. Is it doing this repeating sound again? It sounded to me like I was getting double sound. Oi. No, Dougie. Monitor and output. Desktop audio, monitor and output. Just monitor off. There he is, my navy boy. Yeah. Rah. Big dog here. He's from the rescue, and that story I told you about rescue dog, and he bit me and there was trouble and all that. Like, it doesn't mean that all dogs from the rescue are bad. It doesn't mean that you can't have a good dog from the rescue. So you've got to be careful if you've got kids, or you're not an experienced handler when you go to rescue a dog. You do have to be careful. But he wasn't a bad boy. You're just scared sometimes. See, he's being good. You're being a good boy. You're doing his sit. I taught him that. Look, chuck him something. He's like, where is it? Those shining eyes. It's just an effect of the camera, that is. It's just the light reflecting off the back of his eyes, but it does look a bit spooky, doesn't it? Here's Ruby.
What's he say?
Ruby was our first dog. My sister got her, really, but she was ours, and she's passed on since. And this was a while ago now, 6 years ago. She wasn't young in this either. She's a little beagle, and she'd do tricks, and we taught her loads of cool stuff. So after that experience of training and being part of a dog's life, I thought I was confident to take on the rescue dog. I may have taken on a bit too much, but you grow into the challenge.
Say? What's he say? What's he say? What's he say?
She's a pretty dog, wasn't she? That plug socket is now fixed. Yeah, nice memories. The old videos. Me old videos there, that's the first 3. This is a really short one of me making ASMR, and
It's okay. Just want you to stop. Okay.
pretty it's not really that effective, is it? No wonder that doesn't get like 1 million views. But what did happen is, as I opened my mouth to talk, the dog went jup jup, like something like that, and it made me laugh. Yeah, made me laugh. What's this?
Hi, I'm Scott. This is my B-side channel. It's midnight. It's still always midnight. And this is iPeel. I'm painting the foam PVA glue.
Can you hear the difference in the audio tone from that binaural microphone? This mono mic that I'm talking to now is probably better for the kind of talking, the kind of broadcast we're doing now. But that binaural, it just makes you feel like you're there, doesn't it? Makes you feel like you're there.
Hi, I'm Scott. This is my B-side channel. It's midnight. It's still always midnight. And this is iPeel. I'm painting.
This was going to be a main thing on my channel. I was going to push the ASMR channel in this direction and just paint things with PVA glue once a week and peel them off and sort of make it a thing. And it was going to be satisfying and ASMR-y and nice. Yeah, that was an idea I had. We could even do it. We could even still carry on and crack on and do this if you want.
If you want to see the long form, it's not boring. It's not boring.
tummy rumbling.
Long video. It's ASMR. And if you want to see that, head over to the ASMR channel. But here we're going to just get straight to the peel. So I painted the foam with the PVA glue, let it set, and here we go. Just to prove that it's my actual phone, I tapped the buttons. But I didn't want to show you my password, so I tapped the wrong thing, and then I locked the phone. So I was going to put like a picture or something playing on the phone while I peeled it, but I buggered that up.
Cool. Reacting to my own content now.
I've mic'd this up with 2 extra microphones as well for this version. Oh yeah, you can peel me like an onion, but I won't make you cry.
There you go. I don't think my technique's... I think I've got my technique down for this. Yeah, I need to work on the technique, don't I? It's not as satisfying as it needs to be. But that's peeling PVA glue off an iPhone. Straight to the peel. And I did it again with this vinyl record.
Hi, you're with Scott. It's iPeel time. It's midnight.
So let's get to that.
Satisfying bubbles on it. You've been hoping that I'll be dealing a peeling. Just starts
Dealing a
chipping away
peeling,
at
look.
the edges and boom. Oh yeah. That's just sweet peeling. Peel the world, baby. Peel the world.
Peel the world.
Ooh. Slow-mo.
Interesting concept, isn't it? Interesting concept. I think the ASMR quality is completely ruined by my voiceover. And yeah, it's too quick, isn't it? It needs to be stepped, but then you put the pressure and it just goes. But doesn't it look clean and beautiful, the record at the end? In the description I've written, I got to get that peeling when I get home. I want you covered in glue for at least 6 hours to let it properly set. So there seems to be some kind of undertone of sexuality involved in this. I don't really know what I'm doing. I didn't know that I was going to be in that corner doing that.
That skin. So now you could use that as a template for the vinyl. You're crazy. It's got a lot of bubbles in it.
Nice though, isn't that? Some nice sounds.
Shiny ass vinyl. Peel me like a sticker and stick me on something and then peel me off again. Lovely bit of peeling. That's the other side. Dirty.
Yeah, and this is my early work on Battery Exhausted, the B-side channel for the ASMR channel, the place to dump things.
The real peel, baby. The real peel.
Still exists, it's still there, this video is.
Peel the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. Just starts to come away.
I should do that, peel the world. Peel the world, I'm having that. Let's go back to that. Centuries, peel the world. Peel the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are ways to get there if you care enough for living. Oh, I love you, Michael. So that's I peel. That was what I did. There's the 10-minute movie. That's Pulp Fiction, edited to 10 minutes. Did that 6 years ago. And it only took me 6 years to do the whisper dub, didn't it? It only took me 6 years to do it. Oh, there's my tummy going as well. I'm going to have to get off and get some food in a minute. But 6 years to do it. I'll tell you why it took me 6 years to do the 10-minute movie. I opened it up, started doing it, I was recording, and then it needs silence, doesn't it? It needs real proper sound. I haven't got a studio. I always said to myself, when I get the right sound environment, I'll do it. Kept working on it, kept doing a bit, kept doing, and oh god, it took me 6 years. Never got the right sound environment set up. Never was able to escape the constant ebbing and flowing of daily life. So 10-minute movie, that existed. Still exists, but now you can listen to it as a whisper dub on True Binaural, so it's infinitely better. This is beautiful. This is, I mean, it seems so mundane, but really it's beautiful. What it is it's the Royal Shakespeare Theatre in Stratford, and it's an excellent view of it that you don't usually get. It's impaired by the trees. There's a row of trees in the way, but you don't usually get to see it this far away from this angle. I'm up on top of a car park that I know of in Stratford-upon-Avon, quite a popular modern car park, and I've got my binaural dummy head and my camera, and I'm recording the scene, and binaurally I'm recording the scene, and where we are is like a central point of, there's like a road that goes all the way around like that. You can't see it on screen, but it goes all the way around behind us. So there are cars coming around and behind, and in front of us there's the theatre, obviously, but in between there's the river, and it runs right up and through like that. So you're getting a great view of the theatre in Stratford-upon-Avon. You're from a secret location that other people don't usually stand in, and you're getting the sound of the town entire, the river, the through flow of the traffic, the people, and it's 3D sound. So I used to just go and like rock up places with my 3D rig, my binaural rig, not two stereo microphones, like two cocks like that. That's not binaural. I didn't do that. I had the one dummy head with the binaural sound, the real thing, the dummy head, not the two ears on the side of the little box, which I've got one of those. They sent it me from 3DO. I requested it and they sent it me, thank you very much, all those years ago. It was a massive boon to me. It was a real plus, but it broke and it doesn't work anymore, and besides it doesn't have a head shape, so it's not perfect binaural. But yeah, this was the dummy head. This was the real thing, as close as you can get to actually being there yourself. And if you want to smoke a little jiffer, and if you don't want to do that, obviously, because we're on Twitch and we wouldn't, the little cigarette, a little cigarette, you wouldn't mention things like that, but you would do it up on these sort of places if you were a young hoodlum in the area. Obviously you don't do that, and we don't do that on this stream, but kids, years before may have. So this may hold special memories for people. And it's nothing, is it? It's nothing. Some lorries going past. In fact, now I'm seeing it for the first time like this, after such a long time. It's not really a view of the theatre, is it? Really what I've done is I've framed that segment of road, and that's drawing your attention. Each vehicle that moves through is drawing your attention. But that 3D quality of the sound. Sounds like nothing much special, doesn't it? Doesn't blow your mind or anything, but it's the real life. Yeah, I'm not even that pleased with it now. Now that I see these cars popping through the middle of the screen like that, I've decided I think this is rubbish. So it doesn't deserve any views. I'm going to give it a dislike. I'm not really, but yeah, it's just nothing, is it? But it's real life of a time and a place, somewhere I've been, some things I've done. And just before I did that one, I did this one as well. I remember this so clearly. This is a piece of natural woodland in the UK, and I go there with my dog. I used to go up in these woods, the woods, go up walking around, traipsing around. And I used to go there deliberately because, like I said, my dog was a difficult rescue dog, and I didn't want him to run into other dogs all the time. So I used to go right out into the woodland like this. There he is. There he is. The Navy boy. That's when he's younger. That's a younger boy. There he is. But it's impossible, like I said, to create a binaural soundscape with a dog. And I used to think my life would be easy. I would walk out into the woods, set up my binaural rig, let it record, spend some time walking the dog, come back and pick it up, go on home, and then people will watch the videos of the binaural soundscapes on YouTube and enjoy them. But nobody really wants to just sit and look at nothing. I kind of missed the target there a little bit, didn't I? Missed the point. But that's the binaural sound of being in the woods, and this is a particular place that I go still and sit and look out across the farmland. I mean, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's nice. And if you sit with your headphones on, it's exactly like it sounded. You see how you bug it? Every time I set up the rig, he just runs over to it and he's like, what's going on? Try again. And this is what I was always striving for on my ASMR channel with the binaural recording, is to make it like your point of view. That's you there, you're sat there, out there, you're hearing it as you would hear it if you were sat there, you're seeing it through your own point of view. You know, your ears and your point of view, your ears and your camera are not separate. Your mic and your camera should not be separate when you're trying to create what's the word? Immersive experience, in my opinion. That disjoint. Don't roll it, Navin. Don't be rolling in things. Look at him rolling. Do you know what he's rolling in? Fox poo. And he's doing it for two reasons. One is to try and rub fox poo on himself so he smells of fox poo.
You're covered in poo. I'm going to give you a bath.
One is that, and the other thing is he's cheeky. He knows how to get that halty harness thing off by wriggling around on the ground, and sometimes he can slip it off and go for a run without being on that string. But you never get him back.
There's a big bird in that tree over there.
And what he does now is run in the clouds. Goat in the hedges. See this? What happens here is it looks like nothing. Again, it looks like nothing, but it's not nothing. In the middle, that grass that separates the rough land from the woods, the forest, that higher grass, that's been planted deliberately by gamekeepers who want pheasants. They're small game birds, pheasants. They want them to run around in there and ferret around so that they can stand over the other end, and then when they fly up, they can shoot them. And they breed these pheasants in the woodlands, in like caged areas. They breed these pheasants, and then they open all the cages and let them all run free, and then naturally go towards their natural habitats, ferreting around, scruffing around in the grass, and then they get their on their shoot days, they get their friends to beat the ground, and the birds fly up, and then they shoot them. Yeah, that happens. It's considered normal. It's just brutal and insane. Why would you want to breed a load of birds just so you could shoot them in a organised... Like, it's so organised that the birds don't stand a chance. Like, you're so close, you've got guns, like shotguns, they're pheasants, and they're performing their natural behaviours, and you've directed their natural behaviours with your planting of the grass and the breeding in the cages. So it's like ducks in a barrel. And I've been and seen these things happen. It's like ducks in a barrel. The birds don't stand a chance. But yeah, that's pheasant shooting, and that's why that grass is there in the middle. That's what that is. Here's some binaural mud. Nice. That's what it's like at the moment. Those are the old wellies. Don't still have those wellies. I had those wellies for about 20 years. And when they got holes in them, I tried to seal it up with super glue. Due a new pair of wellies, I am. I can see why these videos don't get many views. My early work on Battery Exhausted, but this was just a place to dump these things that I'd recorded that I felt had value, at least to me, certainly to me. This is my old car. This is what we used to do. I used to put that dog in the boot, but he just wouldn't stay in the boot, so I used to just put him in the back. Look at him in there. He's in the back of the car, covered in mud. So he's not biting me there, is he? He's being a good boy. And what I do is I unclip some things and clip other things so that he's secure in the car. So he can't just jump out.
Come in, little bit.
Now your point of view is my point of view, isn't it? See what I mean with the binaural? It's nice, isn't it? It just adds that extra quality of realism to what you're watching. And that's where we park up, that's where we go. Still go there. I still go there to this day. Walking the dogs. It's a nice little video, that, for me. Means nothing to everyone else, but to me it's nice, isn't it? To me it's nice. And we'll just finish this off with the dog point of view binaural cuddles, look. Again, binaural, so real sound. This is like an ASMR video. It's ASMR time. It's midnight. It's always midnight. Bless him. He used to like having his ear rubbed.
I rescue dog on your buddy. He's my buddy, man.
Look at that. It's me explaining all the stuff that I've just explained about getting him from the dog's home and all that. But except I had no idea that he was going to... Oh. He's a nice boy, really, though. David likes having his ear tickled a bit, don't you, David? Bless him. So they're my early videos on Battery Exhausted. And I think that's a good time to wrap up, isn't it? It's a good time to wrap up. If you want to watch that whole video, you can see it on Battery Exhausted. It's just... That's how I started using the channel as a scrapbook, and probably why it didn't grow, probably why it's hampered in some ways. Certainly YouTube, I was talking about this before, wasn't I, about how YouTube doesn't like abandonment, and it doesn't like videos that don't follow its logarithmic routine and things like that. But I like them. They meant something to me. So yeah, I've had a nice time with you. Talking a little bit, playing a little bit of, what did we play? EarthBound. And I will see you anon. I will see you anon. We've got improvements. I've got improvements to make in this room. Improvements to make with the rig. We need to push it. The follower count's gone up. I'll tell you what, I'm so... I can't explain it. How it might seem ridiculous that I'm so happy over, 5 more followers? We've improved. We've got 3 or 4 more followers, 5. I think, to me, that's massive. And I know there are other people out there with their millions and their billions. And like, when you're rolling that snowball up, and when YouTube is promoting you through that algorithm, and when you're playing that game and playing up to it and fashioning your content the way YouTube tells you to fashion it, so it fits with the trend. You know, when you're doing that and you get those big numbers, it's just playing the game, isn't it? So I imagine it feels quite good to them because that's the game they're aiming at. But it's almost like, to me, it feels like what's the word? It's not as much of an achievement as if you're doing something you really love, and then you end up managing to make that thing that you really love into something bigger in the world and something that sustains itself and you. You know, that seems like achievement to me. So I'm not looking for big numbers. I'm just trying to gather a group of Pukos Chonos warriors, you know, a group of good people that we can share things with. That's what I'm looking to do. And I'm really pleased. That's why when I gather 5 more followers, to me, those 5 more followers are like 50,000. 5 good ones are worth 10,000, you know, meaningless ones. People used to buy followers, didn't they? Should I go to big face? Let's go big face. People used to buy followers and things, and they were all about the views and the numbers, and they were like, oh, I've got, you know, X amount of views on this, or I've got a number of followers on that. Instagram became big based on that simple principle that your big number good. But I don't know if that's true. You know, I don't know if that's true. Value to people. A good example is Mental Health Monday that we do. I've seen some of the comments. I don't look and reply to comments because of how negative it can be if I allow myself to take the joy in the positive, then I should feel the pain in the negative. And I don't allow myself to feel either about YouTube comments, but I have seen that there are people commenting on those Mental Health Monday videos with things along the lines of, this has helped. You know, it's been a positive resource. They found it valuable. And that, just, you know, that one person that we reach. I said it to you before on this stream, if we can just reach that one person, if we can make a difference in one person's life, that's enough. You know, that's a success. And so I'm really, really... To get 38 followers on Twitch for... you know, I'm just so grateful. I'm so pleased. And we need to push to 50. My battery's going to run out now. 0% battery exhausted. That's what this is all about. Go until the battery goes. But yeah, because I'm not going to be able to stay on much longer to tell you much more until I recharge that. But I'm really grateful, really pleased. We're hitting these targets. We're looking for average of about 3 viewers every time. Keep that average up so that Twitch will allow us to become affiliated, take the next step, whatever it is, to allow us to have these other options and flourishes on stream. Yeah, but for it to be happening, you know, that's my wildest dreams coming true. And my wildest dreams aren't that wild. They're just sitting here talking to you, aren't they? So maybe they're achievable. I'm pleased. I'm feeling lucky, grateful, and thankful. So that's on you. That's on you. My thanks to you. You be good, my little podcast. You be good.